everyone. My name is Brandon Jewell, and I'm with the Career Technical Education Foundation. And today we're here with Brandon Green, who is a field service operator at Sonic.com. Hello, Brandon.
Hey, how are you today, man? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So we're going to just start it off. Why don't you tell us what a field service operator does on a daily basis?
Yeah, so I work for Sonic.com, like you alluded to, local internet service provider here based in Santa Rosa. And well, as the world is headed towards the future, everyone either needs currently or is going to need internet. And that's where I come into play. I am one of the guys who helps bring internet to people's businesses, residences, homes, or sometimes even college campuses. We bring internet to a variety of platforms in a variety of ways based on the customer's needs and the needs of the building that we're servicing.
So how did you get into a career like this?
Certainly at the time was not by design, it was more out of necessity. But I came from a career in broadcast communications, specifically radio, AM, FM, terrestrial radio. And when that ended for me, I was referred to Sonic by a friend who actually knew my background in radio and said, I think you would be good for what we're doing here. Now, when I started, I was doing installations, meaning I was one of the people who would be going in home and installing the service with all the equipment and taking care of any customer needs, service calls on already equipped lines. And then, due to my time in business at Sonic for 4 years now, and my knowledge that I was able to gather on the job, plus the prior trainings I had in radio, made it a real simple fit. I didn't see it at the time when I first started, but broadcast communications and now telecommunications, or telecom, as it's shortly referred to, as I am finding out day by day, have a lot of similarities, all based around communications, all about a broadcast transmission and a broadcast reception. So instead of radios, it's modems, but it's all very similar. And Sonic makes themselves a place that customers want to support and employees want to work for. And I got to tell you, these 4 years have really flown by, and this is a great place.
So you're mentioning how Sonic is just a great place to work. Let's talk about that a little bit more. Like, what is it about your job or the particular company, Sonic, that you really, really like?
First of all, I know you have Sonic, so thanks for supporting Sonic.
I do.
But yeah, and so this job, though very challenging, is a lot of fun. It's very encouraging. There's a great work environment. Communication is very, well, being that it's a communications-based company, communication is very thorough and very transparent. Everybody knows what's going on. Our CEO, whether in email or in large group meetings, is always giving us updates as to the status of the company. And it's a company that I feel that my opinion matters, that I'm heard, and that frankly, I just want to keep coming back to. And certainly that's not certainly that might not be true every single moment of every single day. And that's just, I think, comes with any occupational territory. But I got to say, this is probably one of the most well-balanced jobs I've ever had between what I feel is my compensation and pay and the reward that I feel and the room for growth and just the overall feeling of being valued as an employee.
Well, that's really good to hear from specifically a local company, how wonderful they treat their employees and how much their employees appreciate that. But when we think about the skills, what are the skills needed and maybe some of the training needed to do what you do every day?
All right. Well, I can tell you what some absolute minimum qualifications or mandatory skills are. Mm-hmm. We have to be CPR certified. We have to be AED certified, the automatic external defibrillator, just in case we are, witness to someone just on cue public in need of medical assistance, and we can provide that. Or I think more geared towards helping our fellow coworkers should someone ever get hurt. And that is a certification we have to keep up on every 2 years to make sure that we are constantly recertifying. I myself drive an aerial bucket truck, or what's called a boom truck. So those are the trucks, like if you can picture a utility truck working on the poles and working on different utilities. That is currently what my outfit is all about. So I have to be bucket truck certified. And that was fun. We are on top of buildings sometimes, actual like 3 to 4 story or even higher buildings. We are on their rooftops sometimes. So I have to be what's called leading edge certified, meaning I need to be able to put on a fall restraint system. Should I accidentally be on my phone and lose track of that roof edge, I'm not going over. I'm going to get harnessed and it's going to hurt, but my life will be saved. And there are other certifications as well, some of which are just at the preference of my employer, some of which are mandated by our governing bodies, like a Cal OSHA, for instance, which in the state of California is responsible for all workplace safety hazard accounting.
Now, what is one piece of advice that you could give to the high school students that are watching this as they are starting to explore different careers and look at different options?
Oh boy. I thought for sure at that age that I knew what I was going to be doing for the rest of my life. And it turns out through my own career path and educational path, I was very, well, as proven by the circumstances, incorrect. I would encourage you guys to explore as much as possible. If you are absolutely sure of what you are going to be doing from here on out, so be it. But if you have the slightest sense of inclination, maybe that there's something else out there, definitely explore your options and then find what really truly works for you. Some people would call it a calling, whatever that might be, but no education, no training, no vocational skills, nothing of the sort is ever wasted. So explore, 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 and learn a second language. It will definitely help. Even if it's Latin, go for it. You'll probably run into someone eventually that speaks Latin. You'll be glad you did.
All right, Brandon, we really appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much for sharing your story and giving us some advice.
Hey, thank you, and have a great day.
You too.